that on. It's good. All right, let's make sure everything's working over there. Let's get Manor Lords up and running. Okay. Ah. I need to change. Okay. Yeah, because we were doing Stellar Warfare before. I gotta change back to Manor Lords. Derp. Let's see, can I do that right now? I don't know that I want to enable studio mode. I'll just wait. I'll just wait, it's fine. Okay. Go live button. Alright, I am live there. Hey, Seabear. Thank you for doing the quality control stuffs. Close this window now. I can post on Twitter that we're live and ready to go. I can double check kick. Oh, frick. Right. I always forget freaking Rumble. I always forget freaking Rumble. Let's see. Maybe I should do some sort of like generic thing for Rumble. Seabear, hey, thank you for double checking on Rumble. Okay. Get this you know, I could do something like that, yeah. That would work. Post to the Discord. And then I have to go to... Where do I go to edit this? Where do I go to edit this? Oh, wait. I think I go to... Yeah, here. I go to here. Yeah, here. Okay, and then that's the description. And then I copy and paste this into the title. And change the game to Manor Lords. Save. It's been saved. Okay. Okay, so that looks like it's working all right now. Always fun stuff. Always fun stuff trying to get the stream started up. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to hit that button for you guys. Okay, it looks like Lumia has hooked in properly, so let's double check the HUD, make sure it's working right. Hello, Seabear. Over on Twitch now, too. Except, oh no. Okay. So you decided, in your infinite wisdom, Lumia, that you were going to put the HUD on the wrong monitor. I don't know why it likes to do that. I think it has something to do with my monitors switching every now and then. So let's see. Choose this monitor. Open. Okay, and refresh. Okay. I'm going to take a moment and check the stream PC, make sure everything's working appropriately. But we shouldn't be too far away from starting this off. I'm really looking forward to this. I had such a good time doing the Manor Lords hard mode over the past, what, 4 weeks or so. I've been looking forward to it and also been scared because my goal is going to be to do it, to beat this in 3 weeks now instead of 4. Because I will be going to visit my dad again. This time it's a planned visit. But I'd really like to get Manor Lords done before, you know, before we go. Okay, so now, let's double check again. Twitch. And then let's check the vertical. Okay, and then let's check the horizontal. And then let's make sure kick is working right, like it is. And let's make sure that Twitch is working right. I might sneeze tonight, guys. Okay, they're working. They're working. Let's go. Okay, I'm just helping JPK out. He won a prize on my channel, my rerun channel. But he's not sure how to find the code, so I'm trying to help him find it. Oh my god. Allergies are killing me. Absolutely killing me. Okay, so that's working. We just don't have anybody here playing, that's all. Not a problem, we are technically a minute early. Seabear, how's life? How have you been, man? Alright, well, I don't know if it's been fixed for him or not, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. Oh, that's right. I gotta play that game too. I keep forgetting to do the Masters thing. Match Masters is what it's called. Keep forgetting to do that. We'll do one more run and then I think it'll be time to go. If you just tuned in, hello. We are getting ready to go. Oh, man. My allergies. You guys know when it gets up there in your throat and the top part of your mouth and everything, and Isn't it sad that I know Raptor? Lots of customers, not a lot of staff. Been very busy. I hate to ask the Sea Bear, but is this are you in one of those roles that is in danger of being downsized, cut back from funding, etc., etc.? Your parents were down last, so you had fun with them. Good. I'm guessing your parents didn't visit you at work. At least I would hope not. Oh, I gotta turn off the Lumia stream on the other. There we go. I almost completely forgot to do that. LOL, nope. Hey, Gandalf. You ready for some Manor Lords, my guy? Do I sound okay, by the way? I had to move my microphone connection on the PC, so I want to make sure I sound all right. You know how USB mics are sometimes, especially Elgato USB stuff? They are very finicky. Okay. Well, numbers hit 0. Alright, there you go, Gaelic, there you go. Department is local. We have trouble getting and keeping staff, as it is. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, people. Well, let's get this party on the road. Let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Manor Lord stream. Last week, we finished Manor Lord's challenging mode, and you guys said you wanted to see it again. So we're doing it again. We're doing it again. I have the thing to read about, and then, of course, I've got my dirty water, so if you want to grab a glass yourself or something, feel free to do so while I read out the stuff. So, oh, the ships that we sailed in a stream grand and wide, replays were studied with tactical pride. The chat was alive, a wonderful space, full of laughter and support, at a quick, cheerful pace. Folks tipped with good cheer and music-filled air, like Two-Bird Chimpy's gift, showing just how much they care. He tipped $150 so that I can go get some really nice scotch. That was amazing. That was so nice of him. You read about a dust storm in Chicago. It was actually south of Chicago, Gaelic. Didn't really hit too much in the city itself. I believe O'Hare was shut down for a little while because of it. But now turn the page to a different new land, with Manor Lords calling, building futures by hand. Through winter and bandits, where challenges bloom, oh, the places we'll go, dispelling the gloom. What grand tales await in this difficult plight? Come join the adventure and see us take flight. I love this AI bot. This thing does such a great job. By the way, what do you guys think of the new lighting setup? Have you noticed it's a little bit brighter on my face? I've managed to move my light over here down and over. And what that means is that I can get light on my face that doesn't get blocked by my monitor. And as a result, I've changed around the brightnesses in my lighting setup. So the light that was here used to be the brightest. Now it's the dimmer one, and the light over here is now the brightest. And I'm doing that because it's such a pain in the butt to have a bright light right in front of me like that, you know, all the time looking. Hoghammer, thank you. I'm glad to know it's a sexy glow. Munch Tiger, thank you for the sub. 7 months in a row. 7 months in a row. Thank you for giving Stevie some head pats. Munch Tiger just subscribed, bringing the roar to our Manor Lord's adventure. With a name like that, you're not just munching through challenges, you're devouring them. Let's keep the conquest going, Munch Tiger. You guys having a great Monday night? Y'all here for some dirty water and some Manor Lords, guys? Raise a glass. Cheers. Thank you for being here. NBA with the hydrate. Let's go. Zath gets it. The AI bot gets it, is what gets it, really. Cheers, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I need to hydrate. NBA's requesting me to hydrate, so this is A&W root beer, 0 sugar. So yeah, feel free to share what you're consuming. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, of course. Tea is perfectly fine. What kind of tea is it, Gaelic? And actually, while I'm waiting for you to, I'm going to clean up my glasses because I'm already getting bothered by it. What? No, that's not it. I'm already getting bothered by my gunk on my glasses. The thing I hate about glasses is that you can never see out of them because there's always dust and oil and gunk that just shows up on them, you know? Or you scratch your face a certain way, your eye, and then like you hit it with your finger, you're just like, and there's like this big fingerprint mark on it. Ugh, I hate when that happens. All right, that's better. That's good enough. Yeah, finger marks. Steep tea. I've never heard of that. What is steep tea? Is that like a brand, or is that a kind of tea? All right. So a couple of quick updates to my life. If you weren't here over the weekend, yesterday I got a new air conditioner. I got a replacement air conditioner. Last week I had to stream with no cooling. So that was scary, but we pulled it off. We managed to make it work. I do have a replacement AC in the room now. Ironically enough, I've got this AC just as Chicagoland temperatures drop to the 50s for highs, like all this week. Right now it's 49 degrees outside. Go figure. So in theory, that'll at least make it'll make things more comfortable here. I'm gonna try not to run the AC. If I get real hot, I might take a moment to go and raise the window just to let some cool air in the room, that sort of deal. But I got a replacement. I rewired everything in the room, kind of rebalancing circuit loads and all that kind of stuff, and I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. I've also been changing around a few things from last time too. So when we get to the game, you're going to notice the background is missing. And I do that to help you guys see more of the game. And I also moved the stuff up on the top left corner up here. I hadn't realized it till I was looking at the VODs from the previous Manor Lords, but the stuff up here was completely blocking like my family count and stuff, which is huge. That deserves a Whitaker's. Thank you, Sergeant Sully. As a guy who goes in and out of buildings from the heat to the cold and vice versa, my glasses fog up bad. Oh god, yes, that happens to me all the time. So let me get into the game here, and it might take a moment for it to detect the game, because if I remember right, yeah, okay, let me just point it to the proper executable. There we go. All right, we should now be rocking and or rolling. Yeah. So now you'll be able to see the all the family information, all that kind of stuff. And of course, guys, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Sergeant Sully, how are you doing in New Zealand? So, just to show you guys what we are doing, we are going to be playing the scenario on the edge in challenging difficulty. We've done this before. We're going to do it again, and we're going to see if we got this figured up. How far up in history time period? This goes up to basically the high Middle Ages, the birth of the Renaissance, or right before Gaelic. Remember, this is an early access game, and so at some point things might progress age-wise. I'm not quite sure how they're planning on handling that. So for this one, this is called On the Edge. We have to grow our city, and we will be raided, and basically we have to survive the raids. On top of that, we're going to do challenging difficulty. Challenging difficulty is, as it sounds, very challenging, okay? We have frequent raids, possibly less than a year between raids. We have the first year free of raiders, and that's it. We start with 2 bandit camps that can raid our storage facilities, and then there's a limit of 5 camps that can spawn. Now, in a normal game, hi, Birkin over on YouTube, you can see the difference in the challenge here. It was 3 years, but now it's 5. We start in the winter time as well. Thank you, Sergeant Sully. Potential for it to go past present day. I doubt it's going to do that, Gaelic. So we start in the winter time instead of spring. That's going to make it very challenging. There's also starting supplies that are standard instead of, well, no, actually those stay the same. We don't get any armaments when we create our storehouse. This is huge because we can't just immediately pick up a bunch of spearmen and go with that. Residents are very demanding. Food spoils twice as fast as it normally does. Our approval is very, very difficult to improve and maintain above 50%, especially in those first winter months. Well placement requires underground water, and weather is very difficult. And we're going to play on the map Winding River, because it's fun to have the rivers go through the map and stuff like that. It's very pretty. Now, last week, I did all the rerolls necessary to find a map that's worthy of us. And so let me go ahead and load that map up. I'll walk you through what's up with the map, and we'll talk a little bit about my early plans for the settlement. Now, while we're also doing that, one other thing that I did last week, and I'm continuing to do today, is I have undervolted my graphics card. So as you can see up there, I have a nice undervolt going, and it saves a lot of wattage and graphics card usage. Hopefully that means we will not see a crash, but you know, that's always a possibility. The game could crash to desktop because it's a little bit less stable. I did most of my testing on Manor Lords because this game is much more graphically demanding than World of Warships. And in addition to that, I tested on Monster Hunter Wilds and a couple other games. Yeah, Thudswit, these are the graphics settings that we settled on last week. You may recall that, right? Performance. Oh, VSync is supposed to be off. Why is that on? That's interesting. Max frame rate is 60. Sharpening off. Shader quality on ultra. Shadow method on soft. Shadow quality. Post-process quality on medium. Volumetric clouds on. And then everything else to low except foliage we like to set to high. So those we found was kind of the best bang for your buck in performance, and the game still looks damn good. Okay, so we start off with a homeless people's tents. We've got 5 families, which you guys can actually see now. That's exciting. This land is interesting. It's got 2 sources of rich deposits, wild animals and iron. Now, this game has several different food sources that can be rich deposits, but in the winter time, wild animals is the only one that's really viable, okay? Wild berries start off shrinking, as you can see, and there's only 8 of them. That's nothing, okay? We don't have a pond in this territory, but there will be another pond elsewhere. See if I can find one. Here we go. Here's fish. And fish are currently freezing, so the pond is freezing over, which means even though there's fish in the pond, you can't get to them. So we are starting off with wild animals because that's probably the only rich source of food we can start with. Now, if you don't start with a rich deposit of food, you will typically get 2 rich deposits of a non-food item, or you will get 1 rich deposit of a non-food item, and then you will get a really fertile land. This is a good example of it right here. You can see there's only stone, and if I go and take a look at Emmer, for example, all that green means it's extremely fertile. 3 stars. Daniel, hello from Canada. How are you? Where in Canada are you? Thanks for tuning in over on YouTube. I wonder, where are you? You are on the vertical stream. So I do stream to YouTube both horizontally and vertically. If you're watching on your phone, you can choose what you prefer. If you're watching on PC, you may want to go to my main channel and pull up the horizontal. This is called Manor Lords. It's a very fun game. It's a medieval city building game. So you can see how fertile this land is, but the problem is it takes a lot of effort, a lot of families in order to be able to efficiently farm. So you don't want to do farming on your first property. You can go buy a territory later, but you generally don't want to do that. So let's go back to my land here, and I'll show you fertility here. You're in the prairies right in the middle of Canada. Okay, so Alberta then, or more like Saskatoon? So you can see I've got just a little bit of decently fertile land, but not a whole lot. And here's a nice little patch, I suppose. And then if I go to barley, barley, of course, is the important thing. This looks cool. Which game is this? This is Manor Lords. MANOR-LORDS, Manor Lords. So you can see there's not a lot of fertile land for barley. So for this game, I may choose to focus on improving or importing barley and then converting it to beer that way, to ale. We'll see. So my notes from last week was we are going to try starting with orchardries. We're going to try starting with orchardries. We didn't do this last game. Variety of food is very important to keep your people happy, and orchardries, as you can see there, take 3 to 4 years to fully mature and reach their maximum yield potential. So if you think about it, we want to start orchardries as early as possible so that we can get our maximum benefit from the apples, okay? So we're looking at doing that first. From there, we're going to look at beekeeping, which is something else that I haven't really delved into much. But beekeeping is another nice source of food, and that'll give me 1, 2, plus 3 different sources of food if you count the animals here. And then on top of that, there's also the wild berries. So that's actually 4 different sources of food. Yes, this is the main tech tree, exactly. And did I enjoy Timberborn? Absolutely, I did that to it. I would not mind playing Timberborn on Monday night again, like in the future, if you guys get sick of Manor Lords or something. So we're going to go with orchardry first, and then we're going to go beekeeping. From there, we're going to go to basic armor making and start building helmets. And then once that's done, we're going to finish. Now I said, oh yeah, okay. We're going to go charcoal burning and then deep mining. Charcoal burning is great because it doubles your fuel, but it requires 1 extra family to work the charcoal. So early in the game, it's not advisable. You're probably better off going for food sources first and then charcoal. And then we finish it up with deep mining. Deep mining is important because you get infinite resources from rich deposits, in this case, iron. So the idea here, to walk it through you guys, is one, we need to get our approval rating above 50%. It's going to tank instantly because nobody's got houses, they don't have food, they don't, all this stuff we need to get figured out and sorted, okay? Once that's done, our next priority is going to be military. This is what screwed me up so much that first day, the last time we did this. I need to build spearmen, and I need to build it yesterday. So that means I need to focus on planks, and I need to focus on iron, and getting the iron mine going, and all that kind of stuff. You had a system failure, so your watch streak is gone. You missed Timberborn. You have it, and it's a good game. Was fixing your stream system yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Thudwit. I was curious what happened to you because I noticed you weren't around, and I was kind of a little worried. I'm like, Thudwit isn't here. What's going on? It also explains why I haven't been active when letting people know about giveaways on the rerun channel, huh? So, the only other note that I wrote for myself is this north or is this north? I think. Yeah, I think it's this way. Okay. So what I did was I wrote a note that I'm going to want to put my logging camp to the north and the woodcutters to the south. But now that I look at it, hey Hoojam, now that I look at it, I think I'm better suited putting woodcutters to the north and then putting logging to the south. There's a lot more logs over here, logging opportunities over here. And I want to stay away from the rich animals deposit because that'll push them away. And I want to keep them close because that makes things easier for us. So I saved the game at the start. I always save it at the start because you just never know if you're going to make a mistake right off the bat. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to build a hunting camp. And since the King's Road is right here, we might as well put the hunting camp about as close to our wild animals as we can. Like so. Alright, and then we're going to put a road. I don't know if this screws up the wild animals or not, but we'll put a road through there and just see what happens. Our passive playthrough is possible. In Age of Empires and Civ, you like playing agricultural. Yeah, you can play more relaxing ones. We're just playing the hardest difficulty because it's fun. Check farms again. The middle was going to be rye, maybe. Yeah, if I wanted to go for rye. Now, to go for rye, I have to go one step farther from orchardry. Hello, Wolfie. How you doing? You have to go up one step further to rye cultivation. Now, if I do that, Thudwit, just like in World of Warships, when you're speccing your captains, if I do that, I delay this and I delay this. So I'm not quite sure if I want to do that. So I think for right now, we're going to try doing without rye. Because also rye takes forever to cultivate anyway. That might be my last point, but by the time, if I were to use that as my last point, I've already won the game and there's no point in continuing to play. So barley, not a lot of barley, maybe some spots over here, but certainly nothing to write home about. So I'm probably just going to focus on importing barley and instead building up a very massive trade empire. I think that could be a lot of fun. So we've got our hunting camp set up. We're going to put this on the highest priority because this does not require any logs. So our ox here is going to start delivering a log as soon as we start playing the game for anything that requires logs. We've got a little bit of logs here, 8 timber. So we are going to build that there, and then we're going to put our first, what is this called? Logging camp. Oh, and we got to be careful over here too because there's berries over here. We don't want to ruin the berries either. That's interesting that there's no trees over here. I wonder if those berries are going to just disappear then over the course of the game. I didn't consider that. So if that's the case, we want to put the logging camp, kind of like over here, right? So that it's away from the, away from everything else. But there's plenty of trees nearby that can be chopped down and that sort of thing. And then from there, I think we need to start focusing on housing. we had discovered that housing was very important last time, so we're going to put very high difficulty or priority first. And then we're probably going to start... Hey, Rob. We're probably going to start building our town maybe here. This is going to be a nice place here, I think, to start our first houses. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to build in blocks of 3 because I think blocks of 3 are just very efficient that way. And like that, see? That's a block of 3. So we're going to go up like that, and I can go a little bit shorter. What you guys are seeing here is a backyard extension and the regular house. So think of a backyard extension as like a workshop or something, where you can, you know, do certain things. Now, I'm going to convert these to animal pens, and I'm going to use those animal pens to have goats in there. Goats will provide me a passive source of meat and hides. So I've got 6 logs remaining. There's going to be our 6. Now I'm going to demolish this, and I'm going to wrap around like that. So essentially, I'm setting this house to be up backwards, reversing it. I do that on purpose because fire is a concern. We got lucky last game. We didn't have any fires, but fire is a concern in this game. And so you want to make sure that you are preventing yourself from burning down. Only you can prevent fires in Manor Lords. Only you. Okay, so I think we're kind of set here. I usually don't like building houses on the intersection of the King's Road, but that's okay. It's just an aesthetics thing. So, let's see, we set this to very high. So then we'll set this one to high, we'll set this one to medium, and then we'll set this one to low priority, okay? As always, I like to save the game immediately after I've set up my initial build. So I'm going to save the game here. And then we're going to get started. Got a new message. Reach large town settlement to achieve victory. No problemo. Now you're going to see our families. We have 5 families. The way this game handles people is it groups them in families. Makes it a little bit easier so you're not micromanaging every individual person, and instead you're basically managing where the different families go. Okay, the groups of people. So that ox is going to the King's Road. You move faster on the road, so that's why they're going on the King's Road, and then they're going to come down here. And let's go ahead and track the movement so we know how quickly, how soon the raiders are coming. Now, as soon as somebody gets, we get completed with hunting camp here, we're going to start putting 2 families on that hunting camp. Yeah, this road is interesting because that will speed up our hunters getting to their, getting to the area that they need to get to. You know, getting to their game. Sure, why not? Cool. So 2 families on the hunting camp immediately. We're gonna go to advanced, and we're gonna set 12 animals per herd. The game defaults to 10, but you really want 12. Otherwise, you're not gonna get enough regrowth of your wild animals. So we're just gonna hunt them until they get down to about 30, and then we're gonna take 1 family off of the hunting. We definitely need to put a mine down at some point. We got a little ways to go to get there, though. We've got the logging camp. We're gonna put a what's it called? Here, saw pit. We're gonna put a saw pit next to the mining, to the logging camp. You don't have to do this, but I like building roads. I just think it looks cool to have roads going everywhere, you know? So, I have roads. Connecting things. Running out of food. I know. That's why we've got 2 people that are already already hunting. And you can see there, they've already started grabbing their first carcass. Graphics in this game are pretty awesome, aren't they, huh, guys? And there we go. Now, as a matter of fact, it's already kind of warming up in this room. Let me take a look at the temperatures here. I'm just going to probably go and open up a window. So you can see that guy at work, and then all of our villagers should be now going back to our logging camp that's under construction. Our ox has dropped off the first log, so the logging camp will be created halfway there until the next log essentially gets dropped off. It's another reason I put 2 people on this right away. That has 2 families working and 3 families that are constructing, because there's not as much of a rush for construction. So I'll leave you with this for a sec while I go open the window. It's gonna get down to 40 degrees in Chicago tonight. It's currently like 49 out. So there's no need for air conditioning. I'll let Mother Nature handle cooling things. Rob, how have you been, man? You been doing all right? Had some good games lately? So, log coming in. Oh my god, Zath is in the game. That's right, that's right. Oh, Thud Twit, you're already starting with naming villagers. Okay. I will get to that, of course, once the houses get created. Now, one thing, let me pause it for a sec. One thing I might do to speed things up. Is build a quick and dirty road from here to here. Can I do that, game? And that might allow me to get my my logs done faster. Now, you guys might find me doing some save scrumming, which means basically you just keep on reloading games and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll be forced to do that just because it's more efficient that way. So let's see what happens. I think they'll just come straight here. And I probably should have done that at the start, and that would have saved some time. So let's go ahead and see if I can load that save up, and let's just find out if that works. The initial start, like Civilization, we had someone in here on YouTube earlier talking about Civilization. With that game especially, you know, early decision making is key, right? In Civ. So same thing is the case for Manor Lord. So we're gonna go ahead and just, you know, put the roads up here like this. We're gonna circle up the hitching post, because that's kind of like a hub of activity, if you will. Okay, and then we're gonna connect the hitching post to right about there. All right, and again, it's all about efficiency here. It's all about trying to get things done as quickly and efficiently as possible. Okay. Actually, we can maybe do something like that too. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start now. Prosperity awaits. That's cool. I probably should have saved it again, but I did not. Totally isn't going to come to bite me in the arse later, right? Totally isn't. There we go. Okay, yeah, see, now we've got them going through the hitching post and on this road. So we've just saved ourselves some time. I know it sounds silly to reload just for that, but that does, let's save, just be safe here. That does mean, there we go. Okay, so that does mean that we're gonna save some time for the ox coming here. And then we might want to consider, I hate knocking down trees when I build roads, so we can try something like this. Just get a road right to where we need to build. I didn't do this in the last game, and I probably should have done that. So I like that we're already I'm already making changes from, you know, from lessons learned. That's the whole idea about, you know, playing games, right? Is you learn how they work and, you know, you go from there. You guys liking the change in camera, Cthulhu? Do you like the change in camera that I've done here? Got rid of our background in favor of the camera being like this. Okay, highest priority, change that to very high, change this to medium, or change this to high, and then change this there. You can't see? Well, then you don't need to worry about it, Thudswit. That means you just didn't notice the difference, which is fine. You're not complaining at all. See, like, we got some villagers that are crisscrossing. But I'll leave that. Immersive Zath is better for this game. Yeah. Well, and I did that, you saw that yesterday, Cthulhu, as well, right? I did that for warships as well. You mean the light show? Yeah, you don't see the lights anymore, but when I go to, like, the Be Right Back screen, you'll see them again. But, you know, I had to decide what was most important, and you're doing fine? Good. I had to decide what was most important for you guys, the viewers, and I decided, and I know Duckman mentioned this too before, you know, he wants to see me, he doesn't care about the background as much. So, you know, with that understanding in mind, I decided I would do something like this. Good choice. Okay, see, there we go. Thank you. And feedback is always welcome here. Yeah, so I've got like this triangle here. This is going to be kind of my center. This is going to be my hub for everything. I'm going to put the, you know, storehouse, granary and stuff probably somewhere in the middle here. Especially because the granary... Yeah, so I'm going to want the granary kind of in between the food stores and stuff like that. I know, and you love triangles, right? Exactly. Mrs. E! Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you! How are you? You showed up just in time for the commercial break. There's a shout out for Mrs. E. I did a shout out earlier as well for Instant Cthulhu. Make sure you toss a follow to both. You're doing good? LOLOL. You got a big weekend coming up. You guys ready for it? Tay was in the stream yesterday and said hi. Oh yeah. This coming weekend, of course, is Memorial Day, which is the one of the two biggest weekends for the charity that I support, which is Stack Up. Stack Up is a military-based charity. Actually, look, I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the shirt. It's a military-based charity focused on supporting active duty and veteran personnel in the United States and outside. Victoria Day is in Canada. Yep. So they use video games to support mental health and stuff like that. You're watching a few worship streams and you went, "Where is Zath? Can't make fun of this game without him." Well, you see, I got a different job. I used to work with Stack Up actually, and Mrs. E was one of my was my favorite coworker. There, you can clip that if you want and share that and say, haha, if you'd like, Mrs. E. Cheers to you, madame. As a federal worker, you have the day off. Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you much. Look how much faster the ox transported the logs because we built the roads, guys. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. The sooner we can build everything, the sooner our approval rating starts to improve. If I remember right, it was June or July before we were able to bring a family in. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, we are going to put 2 people on the logging camp for right now. And we're doing 2 for the logging camp right now because... did I change this, by the way? Nope. Don't forget to change wild animals per herd to 12. And the roads delete easy. Yes, exactly. And we can delete the roads later. Exactly. So I gotta get better at using roads everywhere. But I only want 1 family constructing stuff right now because there's plenty of timber that hasn't been delivered yet. So, you know, there's absolutely 0 point to continuing to build if there's no timber. They're just gonna stand around doing nothing. So these guys are much more effective and efficient by logging, going around, knocking down trees, debranching trees. You're gonna see somebody doing that in a little bit, I think. What are you guys doing? Yeah, debranching. Let's go take a look. You 100% did clip that because you plan on rubbing it in your team's face. Legit, I think you are everyone's favorite. Oh, I really had a good time hanging out with them. You know that. Wasn't for money, frankly. I'd be with you guys still. But that's okay because I'm still with you in spirit. And I do 100. Damn this money thing, right? It's a charity, guys. It's not gonna pay extremely well, unfortunately. But I've still been active in the community. I've still been hanging out with a lot of the streamers that I recruited for Stack Up. And actually, there have been a couple that I've kind of pushed your way. I don't know if they've talked to you or not, but I told them that to tell you that I sent you, or I sent them to you. But, you know, hashtag Zath sent me, but I don't know if that worked or not. Okay, how are we doing for timber? Still at 2. We need 2 more houses. We've got 3 built. We need 2 more houses. So we're gonna need 4 more timber. All right. I like to build in groups of 3, so that means 6 more timbers is our goal. 6 more timber. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna focus on our infrastructure, I believe, is the next step. It's very difficult early on. Very difficult early on. Lots of juggling people around. And not in a good way. I'm probably going to want to build a road at some point to Z-Berries. So I can probably just get that out of the way now. And I lost a tree. Oh well. Just for you, Thud Twit. How about we make this a triangle? There we go. Now we've got... That's actually like the Starfleet logo, if you think about it. Look back. Huh? It's close. Close. We'll call it the Space Force logo. That's better, right? 1 timber. We need 5 more. And our hunting camp is a huntin'. Down to 36. Well, see, that's the thing, Thud Twit. There is going to be no next family for quite some time because my approval rating, as you can see, is tanked. I only have 50 regional wealth as well, so I need to really think about how I'm going to be utilizing that wealth. Really need to think about that. Traditionally, we've done a giant vegetable garden. That's 30. And if we're going to do orchardry, then that's also going to cost. So I really can't spend anything else. The context of a branch of picks of people who would treat flight as witchcraft. I suppose so, Cthulhu. I suppose so. So as you can see here, we've got 3 houses being built. Currently at -5, which means everybody is sad and they are freezing. We might need to get fuel. We'll see where we're at when these other buildings finish. In terms of how many logs we have. But I think we want to focus on housing first. Alright, so we'll put this one on highest, and then we'll set this one to very high. Perk! Oh god, here we go. Star Trek theme. I already see it coming. Yes, you guys can use channel points redemptions to force me to name people. Instant Cthulhu will set you up as our first person in the area, and then Thud Twit put you in here, and one for Mrs. E. Ah, perfect. There you are. You are now in the game. One for Mrs. E. They have a troubled child. Khan. Oh God. Really? You went there? Mrs. E is excited about that, huh? Khan! right? Seriously. You know, I could have built my first set of houses here, actually, now that I think about it, but that's okay. This is a nicer curve. So it's more aesthetically pleasing, you know? Why did you go all that way? Oh, you went here to grab the timber. Okay, because that's closer than the timber here. That actually makes sense. Okay, we have 4 timber, so we're gonna do 2 more. We're gonna do 2 more timber, and then we're gonna set up our next group of 3. I'll knock out the house in the middle, and we'll use that for establishing our, I know we're running out of fuel. We'll use that for establishing our woodcutters camp, which we'll probably put like over here or something, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be good. Why are you walking there instead of on the road? Hello? Kirk was just done. Okay. There can be 2 Kirks, it's okay. Trust. 33. Oh, goodness. There we go. There's number 6. All right. Housing block number 2. You want me to call Kirk Jr. instead? All right. Remind me later. And I'll see what we can do for you. All right. That should be good like that. So build that. Okay. And then we're going to demolish this. And what's this on? Very high, so we'll put this one on high, and we'll leave that at medium priority. Perfection. Okay, we're gonna put a road behind and then through there. And then, after they're done with this, the next thing they're gonna put together is a woodcutter's camp. Or woodcutter's lodge, apparently it's called. Okay, and we're gonna set this one to low priority for right now. Yeah, high, medium, low. Perfect. Or bones. We'll find something, right? We'll figure it out. Now the nice thing too is that by building the houses closer to the logging camp, it's gonna be, you know, quicker. Oh, you know what? I should have thought of this. If I built the housing block right off of the logging camp, that would be the ultimate in quickness, wouldn't it? Because I wouldn't be wasting the time bringing the logging dudes back and forth. Damn, I should have thought of that. What do you guys think? Should I reload or just continue playing? Alright, that's what I'll keep playing. My concern is just running low on production. And, you know, not getting things done as quickly as they could be. That's my main concern. Because that could cost us literally days in this game. So like, for example, the workers were waiting for a little while before they could continue working on this for the, you know, the ox to drop a log off. Now that that ox has dropped the log off, though, it is being built, which is good. And then the ox is going to go get the log for this house. Now, it is closer, so it'll be quicker, for 1. And 2, there are these new plots that can be prepared. You can see this plot has been prepared for construction already. So, the villagers will do some things. It's not like they're sitting around idle. The ox to drop a log. Well, at least you have a manure for the Jesus. Gaelic. Alright, saw pit absolutely needs to be the next... Actually, do I want saw pit or do I want... I need to focus on... their needs now. So I need to go to... we've got fuel... And then we need to build a well. Oh god, I didn't even look at the water situation. Oof. Okay, so we can build a well up here. Build a well over here. It's actually not too far off from the center. But I think I might build a... No. I want to put this for... I want to make that the other thing. I guess I'll build a well over here someplace. For now, that should be okay. Yeah. I'm just doing some thinking, y'all. That should be fine right there. This one's going to be on very low priority. After that is done, we're going to go to logistics. And we're going to get a granary put together. And then we're going to put together a storehouse. Generally, you want to put the granary and storehouse close-ish to where your first... you're going to build your first stuff. So let's see. Storehouse first, maybe? Storehouse is going to be more important here because it's going to be closer to the mine. So... yeah, so we'll do the granary here first. And then we'll do the storehouse next to it. You got a lurk? Alright. Thanks for lurking, Thudtwit. Hope everything's alright. Now, what does that mean? Okay. What's that lit up area? That's telling me that there's... so when I go to produce something, it's telling me I'm getting very close to a resource that'll be scared away. In this case, the wild animals. So if I go to storehouse, this is... oh, and this is telling me that there's iron deposit here. So if I put this right over the iron deposit, for example, now my villagers can't get to the iron, right? And then here you can see the... you know, the deer icon there, right? So villagers can't get to the deer. So we'll do something like this. Yeah. So that's on... wait. Medium? No, that should be on lowest priority. And then this will be lowest priority too. Okay. So the nice thing about that is most of my logging needs are going to be done for a while. No, that's a good question, Gaelic. Good question. So once the woodcutters lodge is done, I'm going to take a family off of the logging camp and set them on woodcutters. We're up to 2 months of food. And we're at 31. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take the family off of there, and we'll put that family on the logging camp. Logs are so important in this game. The more logs you can get, the better. And there's really no need for any other construction right now. Let's see, that should be on highest now. After that's done, this is going to be very high. When that's done, this is going to be high. And then when that's done, we're going to change this to medium. Yep. And then the granary is going to go from medium to low. No. Sorry, water first. Water first. Low, very low, and lowest. Okay, we're good. Now, something else I'm going to need to do at a certain point is... I should probably just do that now while I'm thinking about it. I need to set, under advanced, I need to set a limited work area. And I don't want them knocking any trees off by near the berries specifically. But also, of course, I don't want them taking out any trees by the wild animals. So I'm going to tell them they can work about here. I'm holding down control and I'm mouse wheeling up. Those you want to know what I'm doing. Make that happen. So now they will work anywhere in that circle and they will not go outside of that circle. And I can actually build that road off like that. Yeah, hunting camp is out of storage space. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But not much we can do about it right now. All that stuff's just going to have to chill there for now. Who else is in here who hasn't been named yet? Gaelic hasn't, right? Hoojam hasn't. You're watching on YouTube or Rumble or Kick, say hi as well, and I'll get you in the game, okay? I'll put your name in. NVA hasn't been either. Okay. There we go. You're the wife. That's right. That's right. Okay, where is my ox? Okay, he's delivering from over there. Okay, alright, that's fine. Oh, well, family is cold? No. They're just gonna have to deal. You guys are gonna have to deal. Homelessness is starting to drop. Our approval is starting to rise, which is good. That's actually really good because when the month ends, that's when the approval like kind of sticks from the previous month. So that's kind of good. I'm okay with this. But see, for example, our family that's constructing this house, they couldn't construct anything until the log was delivered. So they've literally been working on other tasks, like flattening ground here. That's going to be the next area that gets built up. Which is alright, but at the same time kind of feels bad because, you know, you're not, you're just not able to build as quickly and efficiently as you want to. And that will impact a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and fast forward some more. Aw, Gaelic, you're cold. Poor thing. And you're not the wife, you're the husband. Hoojam is the wife. So we've got unhappiness due to being cold, and unhappiness due to homelessness. But that's going to be fixed. Last week you were the wife. Right? Alright, so that's high, and then well is going to go medium, and then granary goes to low, and then storehouse goes to very low. Okay. Who needs to be named still in this game? Speak up now, or forever hold your peace. Alright then, I'm gonna go ahead and do... Sheridan? Envy, I thought I had named you just now, didn't I? Yeah, you're over here. You're the son. You're already in the game. Sheridan? Oh, I see where we're going, Thud Twit. You're going Babylon 5. Alright, Delenn is with 2 N's, so I'll fix that for you. Londo. Actually, their child could be David, which would be kind of funny. Okay. Londo it is. An NBA, no, we could always call him Kirk 2 if you want. When we get there. Alright, not much else to do for now. Wild animals are at 31. Lots of logs ready to go. Yes. Yes. Good, 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 good. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. I'm gonna plan out my next city blocks. So you can plan it like this, and then you can put the next city block up. Although, am I gonna want to go with? I'm probably gonna want to go with the mega farms. Now that I think about it. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate, so you just have to build a road yourself. Nope, that's too big. Or too short. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So we've got our those built up. I can't believe I've never thought of this before, guys. So the next thing we're gonna do then is build up our oh, we can wait on that because the mega houses are a pain in the butt to figure out. 39%. Oh god, we just got wrecked. We just got wrecked. Now that we got houses up, the people have demands. So that's the issue with that. More logs being collected. Another family got one more house, and then our families will all no longer be homeless. But as you can see now, they're unhappy because of so many other reasons. Alright, here we go. Kirk. Rand. And Khan. Alrighty then. Kirk, Rand, and Khan. Let's go. How's this room looking? 73 degrees up here. 73. Yeah, might want to put a fan on or open the door. Get some air movement. Okay. Let's fast forward the game. It's our final homeless family working hard to get in the homes. 34%. Oh. The pain. These guys are starting to grow again. It's fine. Okay. Settlement level has increased. So we've got our first development point. Okay, and then we're gonna get somebody... Woodcutters is gonna become the highest priority next. And then after woodcutters is done, it's gonna be the well. Hey, Coughlin. Yeah, so that's on very high, so this will go high, and then this will go on to medium, like that. Okay. I'm gonna save the game now. Challenging game 2. First development point. I always like to save before development points, because once you have chosen something in the tech tree, you cannot undo it. That is it. So we are gonna go orchardry at the start. Yes, orchardry at the start. Okay. So we're gonna go orchardry at the start, which means we're gonna look to build our 1 mega farm. What do you think about this? How expensive are these? Oh god, it's 50. Oh god, it's 50. I can't build any apple orchards. Cannot build any apple orchards until we have our military built and start destroying camps. So there's no need in apple orchards right now. Unless I built a trader early and started selling. Even then, we're a long ways away. So what we're going to do is I'm going to load the game, and I'm going to make a note. We're going to swap beekeeping with it. We're going to load this one. See, this is why you save it, guys. This is why you save it, because you have to be able to make these decisions. And Coughlin, give me a moment. I'm going to name you in the game, all right? See, so we're going to go beekeeping. So we can build an apiary, which allows us to get honey. Yeah, we can still do mega farm for vegetables. Are we gonna need that? Let me think about this. Are we gonna need that though? We've got that, and then that. It would still probably be a good idea to have a mega farm or two going. So I think, yeah, I think we'll focus on one mega farm with veggies. Okay. There you go, Coughlin. You are sick. Sorry, you're cold. You're cold. Don't worry. It's only temporary. Ignore the moans, it's just gas. Okay. So we'll probably move 2 families off. We got plenty of timber now. That's great. Yeah, we'll probably move 2 families off of the logging camp, and we'll put them on the woodcutter's lodge after this is done. In the meantime, let's see what we can do. You make it sound like that game knows things it shouldn't. Well, it's Manor Lords, my friend. That's kind of their shtick. Let's see. So, if I built a mega farm based off of this road as a stopping point, let's drop that. I'm pausing it right now, guys, because if you don't pause it, stuff will start getting built, which gets annoying. Let's go off of that one. And then that one. Yeah, like that. I'm trying to get these as close as possible. Because you want them as close as possible. Yeah, so I can get rid of that. If you go too big, it gets a little bit more unwieldy when it comes to trying to set up the farm and stuff. Okay. That's probably good enough like that. And then we'll do another row of course bits above. Like there. And come on, there. Okay. So now you build the corpse pits, you build the road around it, and the corpse pits are actually simply there to provide a unit of measurement. Which kind of sounds funny, right? It'll be this many corpses. Oh, God, no. Did I just destroy some of my stone? I didn't even see the stone there, guys. I didn't even see the stone there. I think I might have just... yeah. Nope, we can't do that. Cannot do that. Alright, let's go back to here again. That's fine, we haven't missed much anyway. I just have to set up apiary for beekeeping. And then, beekeeping. Okay, so the corpse pit, we want to make sure is, like, here at the farthest. Okay. The extreme. Good to know. Okay. And then... like that. And that. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm making a what we call a mega farm, and I'm trying to measure this out. So use the corpse pits as units of measurement, okay? And once you're done with that, you build the roads around it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does help. Okay, 140 stone. See, so because I had some of the stuff like here, as soon as I built the houses over it, it would have demolished the stone, which would have been no bueno. Okay, so you demolish 3. Like that. Now, this is really important, okay? So, keep an eye on this. You're going to want to start off by putting a point just near a corner, and then to the corner, and then you're going to go up and follow around until you can't follow anymore. And then you're going to go all the way down like this. Now, in theory, if you do it right, you get a nice little triangle. In this case, I did not. So what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to go here to there, and then try going the other direction. And you can see going the other direction is even worse, okay? Sometimes that'll happen. When that does happen, then what you can do is you can try a different angle of attack, so to speak. Let's just get this one in here, and then we can get this one in up here, right? Or not. Oh, it's close enough. We can now try this corner here. So we go around. See, it kind of didn't stick. But that's not a bad looking triangle. See? Doesn't use up a lot of space. And this will be a double plot. You can put 2 families in here. So we'll go ahead and build it there. And what that should do is it should allow me to demolish these and then build this one house over here. And then it's going to allow me to build a house over here, kind of with the same idea in mind. Yeah, see, that's a nice little triangle there. And as a matter of fact, I can go all the way here. And now I've got a nice border between both plots of land. Very important. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got highest priority, and then very high, high, medium. And so then we're going to have low, and then we're going to have lowest. Or very low. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to save the game because I just put down some land, and it's nice when you've done a lot of work in the game on something important, you just save the game. It just helps. It just helps. So we're should be building the woodcutters camp next. We're waiting on a log to be delivered. And here comes the log right now. Let's fast forward. 32, okay, 46% now. Down back up a little bit. Okay, so in theory, this will be constructed soon. Here we go. Here's our family coming. Do-do-do-do-do. Come on, get finished already. Okay, done. Hey, Duckman. Don't tell my account. Oh, dude, you just subscribed? 56 months, Duckman. Look at you. Thank you. We're going to drop 2 families from there. We're going to put 2 families on the Woodcutters Lodge. Don't tell my accountant. With 56 months of subscription, you're not just supporting me, you're funding the adventure. Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. Here's to many more months of epic Manor Lords battles and stealthy accountant cover-ups. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay. So I left with Kirk, Brand, and Khan. Duckman, since you're here and you just subbed, let's get you in the game. And that leaves us with NBA's Kirk 2 request. There's Kirk 2. So we'll have 2 families that are going to work the Woodcutters Lodge. Let me go to Advanced and set their work area. I can't see a thing in the wintertime, so never mind. We'll deal with that later. So I'm going to go to Advanced and just say unlimited. That's fine. You're Quackbang? Hey, I just go by your name. If you want Quackbang, you can use channel points. And you'll be good that way. How are we doing on food? 33 is fine. So we should be getting water. They've already delivered a log, which is great. So that is going to go to highest. And then the granary. And then the storehouse. And then there and there. Okay. The goal being to start getting families in. Once we get a family coming in, I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to establish the church. Oh, clothing. We could do clothing next, I guess. Do clothing next. Yeah, we could do clothing next. That would be tannery. Tannery, we're probably going to want to put close-ish. Somewhere between the wild animals and here's fine. So, like, over... Come on, game. Over there's good. Oh, we need planks for tannery. That's right. That's right. That's right. We're going to need planks, so we're going to have to do the saw pit like I was thinking about earlier. So that'll be a good saw pit place, like right there. Sure. Yeah. Okay. And we'll put that one on, let's see. Medium. Low. And then that'll be very low. Needed urine for a tannery. Well, I guess in this game it's a little different, but sure. Residential. I need planks for a church too. Okay. That's fine. 33% approval. Yeesh. Let's fast forward. Well created. That will automatically give us water access, so they'll be a little happier about that. And you can see now we're going to start building the granary. We're going to need a stone cutter soon too, I suppose. Right? If bandits take our stone, they will. We will, yeah. Okay, granary is finished. Now let's pause it for a second and think about this. We do have 4 months of fuel now. We can take a family off of woodcutters and put them on the granary. That's going to be easy enough. Now I need to build a marketplace. So that marketplace can be, usually I like to build a marketplace right across the street from the things that I'm building, you know? And it's 22 locations either way, so let's just go like here. That's fine. Build. There you go. Now your family has a marketplace. Place to sell goods. Enjoy. Wrap it up in a road. Because roads are cool. Except that road looks kind of weird. Did Stevie start eating a lot near the end? No. Actually the opposite. I think he was very sad because Prue died. Why not the marketplace across? Well, so in theory, you want your marketplace. It's a good question, Gay. Like, you want the marketplace close to your granary because everything gets collected into the granary and then put on sale here. In theory, yes, it makes sense to have, you know, your families and your houses close to it as well. So when I start building another batch of houses, it's probably going to be on the inside of this triangle. But I'm not 100% sure yet, which is why I'm not building it here. This area is already cleared. It's easy to build on. So that's why I'm doing that the way I'm doing it. All right, so storehouse goes to highest priority. That goes up to very high. This goes up to high. Actually, hold on. We're not going to have new families in any time soon. So let's put these on the lowest for right now. That would be far smarter of me. And let's put this one on, what is it, high? This is on the highest, so this would be on very high. I might have, nope, I didn't screw anything up with that because log is going to be delivered first. Okay. All right, so we're okay with that. I'm going to save it right now because I've made a bunch of changes and I'm worried I'll forget to make those changes again should I need to reload. Fast forward a bit. Woodcutters are still hacking away. Plenty of fuel, not a lot of food. We have 7 months of fuel, so I'm going to drop woodcutters and we're going to put another on the hunting camp. And then that family on the hunting camp is going to be with the family that goes on to the storehouse. The difficulty is going to be, what do I do? I guess I alternate between logging camp and saw pit in a little bit. Right? Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th is construction. That's right. I could take the 5th family off and do it that way. Okay, guys, giveaway in progress. You guys know the drill. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, get over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. Do what Gandalf did just now. Make sure you follow the channel, the heart icon first. Following is free on Twitch, and then type something in chat. That's all you gotta do, okay? Fast forward. So I'm gonna write this down. Houses near logging camp. That would definitely save some effort in the future. Storehouse is almost done. Okay, storehouse is done. We're gonna take somebody off of the hunting camp and we're gonna put them on the storehouse. You can't win another CC this time. You've won 2 this weekend, 1 on rerun, 1 yesterday on main. And this is a CC container. Okay. Danger class giveaway. That's right. That's right. So you can see here a food stall has been created. And so it will become stocked with food. You can see they're going to bring meat. They're going to start getting rid of meat. And that means that there will be a source of food. You see food stall supply? There'll be a source of food. That's going to help with approval. Oh my god, 25% down? What the hell? I don't think I've been that low before. I don't think I've been that low before. How did it get that low? Yeah, it is limited to 2 per patch. That is correct. 2 CC container codes. So you gave there to your best friend. Well, that works. Yeah, we're on hard mode. I just don't remember it being, like, this hard. You know what I mean? Alright, we're not going to worry about construction now. We're going to put that family on here. Back up to 37. Okay. It is March. The berries are going to start growing. Gathering forager hut. Okay, so that is a berry right there. So this would go on the highest priority. That's more important than housing right now. Another source of food. That being said, I think we got plenty of food and we really... Yeah, we can drop somebody off timber. We'll drop them off timber. So, they'll guide the, somebody will guide the ox. That's okay. Hey, who Jam? $15K coal. Second was 35 blue ship XP boosters. Okay, cool. What benefits does this location have? Rich deposit of wild animals and rich deposit of iron. So let's do that. Let's put the family on forager huts so that we can get another source of food. That will also help with happiness and approval. Yes, we need iron. I talked about it at the start. Hey there, Bach. We talked about it at the start of the game. But we needed to, we need two really important sources. We need one good source of food, and it has to be because we start in the winter, it has to be wild animals. And then we need iron deposit being a rich deposit so we can do all of our iron ore stuff. It's an interesting game and you like the visuals. Me too. Alright, so Therbach, you are now the wife of the real-eye duckman. Oh god. Sorry. Oh god. How are we doing on planks? 0 now. Okay. We need planks. We need to finish these up. Yeah, we need to finish these requirements. We need the church and we need clothing. And those are more important than military right now because we need to be able to upgrade our houses. Hang on there, bud. That escalated quickly. See who jam for a dress. Oh my god, you guys. Love it. Okay, so we're getting some berries. That's also going to help our approval. Food stall. See, you got double for food stall now. Yay. And then we're gonna build our specialty places farther away from the marketplace. Yeah, because we got kind of screwed by that last time. Transporting timber. Let's go. You're just waiting. Because there's only one ox and it's going to take a while for timber to be transported, I guess. Yeah. Your satch wenches, what? Alright, so they're going to go and start building timber. I probably could have used to put them on someplace else until just now, but whatever. Plenty of food, plenty of fuel. Approval rating is still taking a dive, but we are starting to see some positivity showing up there. So that's good. That's good. 5 planks, 10. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be building is going to be a tannery. That's going to take 6, and we're going to build it right here. Like that. We're going to put that one on the highest priority. And then once we get to... once we get the next batch down... Actually, I'm going to put that family off for right now. So that this tannery can be constructed. And then once that's done, we're going to work on planks, and then we're going to build the church. I'm waiting for the last stuff to be delivered. Oh, saw pit here. I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to say I want to keep a reserve. So they stop production if region surplus is less than 10 logs, so that we don't run out of logs. Logs are very important, of course, for for production, constructing things. There's the second log. That'll finish the tannery. Okay. We have plenty of berries. As a matter of fact, we're maxed on storage for berries, so we're going to go to the tannery now. And we're going to start working the tannery. Build a road over to here because it's fun. So, okay. So that family is going to move to the tannery and work on tannery things. Meanwhile, we're going to get that another family back. They're not going to construct anymore. They're going to work the saw pit so we can get the church going. Where are we going to build the church? And there goes some hides. I was afraid that was going to happen, but whatever. 10. Perfect. Okay. Residential. Church. Church me, baby. Oh, we need 20. Okay, never mind. We need 20. So we're at 14 now. God, 19, of course. It's like wargaming, right? Oh, you need something? Yeah, F you. You're not going to get it. Like missions and warships, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, anyway. Church. Where do I want to build the church? Aesthetically, it would be near the marketplace, yeah? Should I build it near the marketplace? Should I make it look like a proper German town? Yes, exactly. You need caps. Here's a standard battle for you. You need one more cap defense ribbon? No problem. You're not going to have... we're going to do... whatever mode, you know? Alright, yeah, I'll build the church in the middle of town. That'd be cool that way. Alright, so church. Like so. Bam. Alright, we're going to put this one on lowest because as soon as you build... I think as soon as you start building it... let's just put it on highest and get done with it. Arms race, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, exactly. Okay. We should also put a corpse pit behind it. Like so. So in theory now... Okay, the church level is still there. So yeah, we definitely want to put that on highest priority and get everything transported for it and constructed and all that good stuff. Guys, it's April and our, oh my god, -30? I'll put that one on very high so that if they finish that, they go there. That one's on lowest, that one's on lowest. Okay, so I'll put this one on medium. Okay, that's fine. Alright, how are we doing up here? Oh, we're at 24? 24. Do I want... Let's see. Everything is missing. Everything's good except for church, and we're gonna need saw pit. So I think I'm gonna take somebody off of the hunting pit, or the hunters there, and we're gonna put them on that. And then we're gonna need logs at some point. 7 months of fuel, 10 months of food. So we're looking good there. We're into May now. I think it was July when I got my first family in the first game. Church level too low. Yeah, I know. We're on it. We're on it, dudes. Trust. But we absolutely need to get his approval above 50%. Can I build a manor yet? Small village required. Okay, so I can build a manor. I just need the planks and the stone for it. The planks and the stone for it. So then I'm going to want to build a stone cutter camp over here. That should be good like that. And we'll put this one at, that one at medium, I guess. Technically, that should be higher priority, I suppose, because... Okay. These guys are all waiting for another log. There's the log, so they're going to go work the log now. They're going to craft. In the meantime, this guy's going to go deliver. Church is done. Let's go. So now everything is done, and we are ready to upgrade some of these buildings to level 2. Now, as soon as we do that, we're going to see some more unhappiness because they have other demands. But we need to do this as soon as possible so that we can start constructing war bows. Actually, no. I'm going to leave it for a while. If I leave it for a while, that will help that'll help with my approval. So I'll leave it for a while, and instead, maybe I want to get my trader going first. My trader can start selling stuff. Do I need to sell things? Not really. Not early enough. But I could probably use to focus on some stone soon. Because I need stone to upgrade the church. What did I say I needed stone for a minute ago? I don't remember anymore. The manor, thank you. Okay, new month. June now. I don't think we're going to have this done by July. I don't know how the hell I managed to pull it off last game. It must be the... Oh, you know what? It must be the distances thing. That's the only thing I can think of. Because my last game was very compact. So we might end up having to restart with the closer distances. And take into account travel times. So the manor... Yeah, we need 15 stone for the manor. The manor will help us because we can get policies. So this one will be really important for us, hunting grounds. It'll also give us a retinue, which we can use. We can use, actually, I think we can use, yeah, historically we used that to defend ourselves from the first wave, and we just had one boyer hut that was making the war bows. So that's fine. I'm gonna produce this one, and then after that's done, we're gonna put somebody on the stonecutter camp. Okay. Burgage plot done. Stonecutter camp. No more construction. I want room for another family to move in. Because we might get lucky. We might see approval go above 50%. Bandits stole the food. Of course they did. Of course they did. 23 stone? I think we needed 25. Oh, we need 15. Okay, cool. I went above and beyond. Yay, overachieving. That's a really good place for... I mean, the manor and center of town makes sense. Usually I put my trade hub here, though. So let's put the manor maybe a little bit more secluded. That's also where a lot of the industry is going to go, though. So... I'm thinking we just throw it down here. Like so. Sure. Now you can build a castle and stuff. I haven't bothered doing that. If we were going to play a regular difficulty game, I'd probably go ahead and build it like that, but I'm not going to mess with it this game. So we're going to put this on highest, and then we're going to take that family off the stonecutter camp. We're going to fast forward. So that family will be constructing the manor now. Approval's at 45. Get that road built around the manor. 48% approval. Just the usual. Duckman, just the usual dirty water. Maker's Mark. Good stuff. Casey Batman 1985, how are you? Tuning in over on YouTube. Okay, it's July and our approval is at 40%. So it's raising. It's rising. It's not perfect yet, though. Casey is over on Vertical. I have a vertical and horizontal stream on YouTube, Casey. So if you, these guys are going to be doing nothing, aren't they? Yeah, you're praying and waiting. Okay, so you're going to, I should have thought of that. You go over here. So yeah, so I do have a horizontal and vertical version of my stream. So if you're watching on a cell phone, stay where you're at. If you're watching like on a PC or something and you want to see the full game, the full screen, then check out my channel and yeah, do the thing. Okay, so that family is done. Did I miss it? Oh no, that's right. With the with the manor, we have two families that work the manor. We have two families that work the manor as servants. And I don't think we can do anything else with those families, unfortunately. Is there... So we still have that one plot. We have nobody working food, but we have 5 months of food, so we're okay on that. Our tannery people are currently waiting, so we're going to drop the tannery people off, and we're going to put them on the hunting camp. Is it time for us to start building... Hey, Puddin'. We'll be okay. I think it's time for us to put a mining pit up. See, what's the lowest we can... 1 and none. Okay. Go for the none option. So we can put mining camp here. Yeah. Like that. Hey, Joker. How are you doing? Build the road right to it. Let's go ahead and build the mine. Ale beer mead is full of calories. Yeah, it's liquid bread, isn't it? Let's see. Industry. We need to build a bloomery and a smithy as well. So that would be the smithy. Or we could build a smithy back here. We build the smithy back here. Actually, the smithy would be best. Like so. I don't like that. We're going to put the smithy over here. Yeah. Put the smithy over here. So this is on highest. This will be on very high. Doing well. Cool. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Just, doing the Manor Lords thing, you know? Doing the Manor Lords thing. Alright, let's go with that. Like there. So that'll become a high priority. Yeah. Okay, cool. And we got policies available. So we're going to do hunting groups, hunting grounds, so that these guys here regrow faster. That'll be good. Okay, somebody's going to be using the ox. Yep, they're going to be getting logs. Okay. There's no point in doing the saw pit because the one ox is going to have other stuff to do. We're down to 4 months of food, so let's drop the family off the logging camp and put them on the forager hut. How much is this? This is 25. If I do 25, I'll only have enough for one vegetable garden to start. But forager workers are able to grow herbs. Can be used to prevent people from being sick. Does that matter? I don't know. It's okay. Tell your hunting party not to hunt the ox, right? Seriously. 48%. Please give me a villager next turn, or next month. Beyond all reason. No, I have not, Joker. Not heard of that game. Mining pit is done. Bloomery is under construction. 50%. So we missed a family by 1 month so far. I think the last game was July when I got my first family, or it might have been August. I think it was July. So it's now August, and I'm not going to get another family because my approval isn't high enough. So, essentially, I have failed so far. I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to have to restart the game. Challenging. Game 2. First try. Why not? Why not what? Why am I not getting the approval up high enough? The problem I think that I'm having is I built my houses and stuff. I built very wide early, and I think I need to build very tight early because I think the ox was wasting too much time going from place to place. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna load up the original start that I saved right here. And we're going to try this again and see what happens. You absolutely cannot afford to not have families moving in, especially early in the game. every month that you miss a family, it compounds, okay? It's like if you don't get a raise for a year, every year thereafter, you know, you're not making as much money, right? So we're gonna have to restart. And that's okay. That's okay. Not I would have expected the cost. What? I would not have expected the cost. Oh, yeah, so the problem is that because I built so far out on places, because I'm thinking long term, basically the ox was spending too much time going back and forth. Okay, and since he's going back and forth all over the place, I even tried building roads. It just didn't help. So, that's okay. We can try it again. I know we've done it. So I'm not so concerned about, you know, are we going to be able to do it? I'm more concerned about just how can we make this happen, right? How can we make this work for us? So, I'm just starting by building roads around all of my things. Roads, of course, speeding up movement and that sort of thing. So, you know, I can delete these roads later. Not a big deal. So we know the first thing that we need to do is hunting camp. And that's an easy one. We don't need to change anything with what we did for hunting camp. Here's our wild animals right there. That's easy enough. Connect that to here, for example. And villager gets the ox and starts constructing that. So that's going to be priority number 1. Now from there, we need to build houses. And I'm thinking if we're keeping everything... Oh, actually, no. Before houses, we need to build a logging camp. And a logging camp over here is okay. It's just it's going to be hard because you don't want to go to the wild animals and you don't want to go to the berries either. So, we could put a logging camp like right here, for example. Again, we want it really close early on to what we're producing, or to where we're settling. So maybe I just do like this. And this will go to very high priority. And then we need 3 houses. Then we need 3 houses. And this is the part where I kind of got screwed because I was going back and forth so much with the houses. But I've got all these trees and I don't want to lose the trees. Okay. So here might be a good place for 3 houses. It's me 2 big ones. That gets me 3 houses, but I don't get a backyard on any of them, which really sucks. Yeah, I can build them around... Yeah, I can build them around the road. That's not a problem. It's just I need a backyard. Do I need a backyard? If the first 3 are going to become my artisans, I don't need a backyard, actually. Yeah, I can get away with no backyard. So if I do something like this... I can do something like this. So that'll be our first batch of of houses. Very high, high, medium, and low. Okay. So maybe we try it like this. More compact design. Get the ox to the building sites quicker so that things can be done fastest. So we're gonna save again now. I've just kind of set up my first, my original settlement. It's a very sad looking settlement, but it's gonna have to do. And then the next houses we'll build over here. Can't really build over here because of that. We'll find it. We'll figure it out. Yeah, see, I can't even build a house in this little section. That's alright. That can actually be a double, which is interesting.
I do hope we have enough wood to finish this building. It's been most embarrassing to run out halfway through.
Good for the alehouse? Yeah, well, we're a long ways from the alehouse, Duckman. Long ways from the alehouse. Okay, everybody's gonna go start working And then the ox should start delivering a log to... Yes, to the logging camp. And see, since everything is done right by the supplies, it's just so much faster. Okay, hunting camp done. 2 families immediately on the hunting camp. Advanced. Like that. Quickie Mart. Yes, exactly. And you can see right now we already have that first house. Now, in our last game, we weren't even at this point yet. When we first started tonight. So, that's gonna make things very different for us. Very different for us. As a matter of fact, the logging camp completed. With the logging camp completed, we've got 1 plot that's already ready for everybody to work on it and start producing. So I think I'm gonna drop a family from here and put a family there. I want 2. No, I want these houses done as soon as possible. I want the houses done as soon as possible. So let's have 4 families constructing. Let's try this out. I'm gonna save it here. But I need timber to produce more houses. So... Got 1 there, and I've got 2 here. So I can have 2 families constructing instead of that. Let's do 3, so I can plan out my next 2 housing spots. Let's try that. Everything's freezing over. Okay. Nobody to guide the ox, which is fine. I guess we can just expand this way and say screw it. Logging camp, we need to go advanced, and we need to set a limited work area. Oh, I should have done this before winter sets in. Always harder to tell where the boundaries are during winter time. So we'll just tell it like that for now. It's going to automatically be like that anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Okay. Two timber. How are we doing? 5? A little bit more for 6. Actually, let's say screw that. And let's figure out now our next houses. These supplies will eventually go away, so I think I'll just demolish these trees here and say screw it. Yeah, I hate doing that, but it's just gonna have to be. Let's see, go to here. That's 2 houses. These houses I'm gonna want a backyard for. So see if I can extend this road up a little bit more. It's trying to snap to the road. Yeah, that's fine. That is not. That's fine. Okay, so like that. And then this one I'm going to reverse. So that's like that to that to that to that. Build it. Okay, so this is now the highest priority. This is going to be a very high priority, and this is going to be high priority. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and save it again. Because we need the ox delivering logs to construction sites. That is important right now. Timber is done except for I need a logging camp. Not a logging camp. Woodcutters. I need woodcutters. So maybe put woodcutters down here. Can I fit it? No. Woodcutters here is good. We need fuel as soon as possible. So that our people can warm themselves up. And we'll put a well over here when we get one more log. Since I only need one more log, I can drop families off from there and they can focus on construction. Very high, high. Brandy is warning? What? I don't know what you're talking about, Duckman.
I'll go deaf from all that hammering. Hey, you.
So we're gonna have plenty of families to construction now. If they start to overtake the ox, I'll assign a family. They are. Right there, they're overtaking. So I'll assign a family to the logging camp now. Of course, that was the family that was guiding the ox. That's how life works sometimes. What is a Saint Bernard rescue dog carrying his little cask? I don't know. Okay. About to get 5. I know I'm out of fuel. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay. Our families... We can do that. Save the game. I think I might go orchardry. I do 1 mega farm, one is apples for 30, and then the other is vegetables for 15. I can try that. Let me save it here. Challenging game 2, first dev point. Brandy takes the chill off. Of course, you need vines for real brandy. I see. So we're gonna go archery, although it doesn't really matter right now, so maybe I'll just hold off on it. That's not until I start building mega farms. I'm at 49% approval. Do I have my log yet? I do. So here, we're gonna go to Woodcutter's Lodge. Like so. That's medium. Put that one on highest. We'll put this one on very high. Okay, and then once that's done... Actually... Maybe I put the woodcutters over here. Oh, I'm building 2? Never mind that. That's a dumb mistake. Oh, right! Right, woodcutters is here, and then I was gonna put a well... over here. I have a solid stream, says Jessiel over on Kick. Well, thank you. There. That's highest, and then this is gonna go to very high. You want to make 100k plus monthly with KCIP? Add you up on Discord. Well, thanks for letting me know. So, once this is done, we're gonna take 2 people off of, I got all 5 houses done. Once this is finished, we're gonna take 2 people off of the cutters. Actually, we're gonna take all 3. We're gonna take all 3 off of the logging camp because we don't need timber anymore. And we're gonna put all 3 on the woodcutter's lodge. And then we're gonna go to advanced and we're gonna limit their work area because we don't want them to scare off wild animals. This is a really dumb place to put the woodcutter's lodge, but it is what it is. Maybe I can get this little tree out of here that way. I'll do something like that. Okay. Let's save it here just in case. I should have put the woodcutters a little bit farther away from the wild animals, but it is what it is. Fast forward. Hunting camp is out of storage space. That's fine. Oh, okay, the well's still under construction. Right. Okay. Once the well is done, then we're gonna focus on building our communal stuff. Which will be over here. I can probably start laying that out. So granary here, and then storehouse here, and then marketplace. Oops, marketplace. Like there to start. 15 stall locations is probably not enough. 23 is better. Something like that is good enough. Where do I want to build a road? I feel like I want to build a road here. Whatever. I'll leave it. No, I want a road. I want a road because I want people to be able to move quicker from one place to the next. That is important in this game. So we go something like this. That's 20. Hey, Dodolito. How you doing? You here to win more loot? Duckman, you better guard your stuff. 19. That's 20 like there. Okay, something like that's fine. Really? Like you don't like me with that road there? Okay, whatever. Save again because I just started building some other stuff. Stay away from his jewels, he says. So granary is next after the well. And I'm gonna put a road next to the granary, now that I think about it. Roads are good to put between buildings because it prevents them from, it prevents you from allowing fires to spread, basically. That's highest, so this will go to very high. Okay. But we absolutely need to prevent people from being cold. So we're working right now very hard on collecting wood. Whoa, jeez. That was crazy. Maybe you should ask for pronouns first. Okay. You know, it's funny. I put this house in backwards, and it actually would have been more spaced out if I had put it in regular. Go figure. I'm getting to the point, once the stuff here is done, I can get rid of most of these roads and just have the hitching point connecting and be done with that. So that'll be nice. 2 months of food remaining. Still doing okay there. Alright, we're starting to get fuel. Good. And then once these communal buildings here are done, I'm going to take fire woodcutters off. Actually, we got 4 months of fuel. Let's remove one from there and get somebody back on logs. Is that Hildegard von Binge? I don't know, Coughlin. I really don't. I'm just here to play the game, sir. Woodcutters is full. Let's take 2 people off because the logs have been transported now. So, let's go full force, full bore into our granary now. Look at how much quicker it gets built. And that's perfect timing because now the ox is going to build the storehouse. Or, the ox is delivering the last log to the storehouse, I mean. So that's going to allow us to get that one going next very quickly. Medieval woman who managed to write music that is still played today is a rarity. Yeah, it is actually. Huh. Cool. If you've got any examples of that, if you want to post it in my Discord, I think you're in my Discord. Feel free to do so. Storehouse is done. We had a family going on that. Come on, let's go, granary. Okay, granary's done. This is much quicker than last game. Much quicker than last game. Okay, so the next thing we need to focus on is our church and our clothing. Church and clothing are the next 2 things we focus on. Food we'll get. We'll get the second source of food here from the berries. So what we really need to focus on next is going to be on planks. So we're going to go to gathering and saw pit. And this is almost perfect. We can put a saw pit right here. Like so. So that's going to be the next construction focus. We got 1 family to construct things. This is the part where it gets really kind of hairy. This is where it gets kind of hairy because we... Okay, good. We're going to be basically going back and forth between somebody working logging and somebody working the saw pit, essentially. Actually, no, we can keep both going for right now. Until we can get the saw pit completed. Or, I mean, until we get to, what is it, the tanner? Tannery, I think, yeah. Almost done. Okay, we need church, and we need clothing. Church first, probably. Church first, I'd say, because that's a passive. We don't need somebody working the church at all. So I gotta keep an eye on planks. And once my planks hit, what's the church requirement? 20. And then we need more logs after that anyway. Okay, so there's plenty here, log-wise. How do we do this? We go to advanced, and we put a reserve for timber, and we say we need 10 in reserve. So the ox will no longer supply the saw pit with any more logs. Except for that one, because he was already going to supply that one. Okay, 15. So we needed 20, right? Yeah, we need 20. Okay. How is the church staffed? It's just an open building. You can go chill if you want, whenever. Where are we going to build the church? I guess over here? Yeah, we'll build it over here. It's fine. Or we can build it right here by all this stuff. Maybe build it here by all this stuff. Yeah. Okay, 20 planks. At this point, yeah, see, the stone is in the storehouse anyway. So building the church here is not a big deal. Not enough goods. Oh, yeah, okay. So drop one from the saw pit and have them on the, on there. I needed 5. I got 5. There we go. Okay. Drop 1. Drop both. Drop both. Let's get the church done. Okay, church is going to be priority. And I'd love to build it looking into the market, but it doesn't want to build that way. Hello, game? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Highest priority. Yeah, you can assign families to work in the church if you want to. You can absolutely do that. Okay, so all of this stuff has been collected, for example. So I'm going to save it. And I'm going to get rid of all the roads. At least the ones along these 2 rings here. Not necessary anymore. See, something like that's fine. I got a little spot here. I can build a house, perhaps. Yeah, there you go. See? Build a house. Good. 2 families to build the church should build it quickish. I mean, they have to deliver planks and they have to deliver stone in addition to all the timber. So they will be doing stuff while the ox is delivering timber. Yeah, see, there we go. And then once that's finished, they'll be happier with the church. And then we just have to get clothing going. We do also want to build another source of food, and that's going to be over here. Gathering and forage hut. Like so. Like that. That'll give the ox some place to take the logs next, because we are coming up on March, and so the berries will start to grow. And once the berries start growing, you know, we can put people on there to harvest. So that'll be good. Okay, they're starting to deliver stone. And there's the 5th and final log. I just think about it. We also want to get a manor in too. So we can get a manor. We need to build a stonecutter camp. Okay, we don't have enough goods. That's fine. So we'll worry about that after we get the church done, after we get the tannery built. He's dropped off the 1 log we need for there. Good. So now, church is going to get built. Then they're going to go build that. And we need tannery next. So tannery is going to be logging camp and planks. Logging camp and planks. Church. People should have church access. Okay, so, we're into March. Berries are going to start growing. Get somebody going on a logging camp to get logs figured out. And then we gotta get somebody going on the saw pit too, I think. Once the forager hut gets finished, we'll do the saw pit. They're starting to grow. If they tick up, we'll worry about berries first. They have not ticked up yet, so we will do family on the saw pit and one going on logs. We need 6. So we literally just need the one, yeah, that's fine. We just need the one family, grabbing, yeah, that's fine. Oh, right, it's not doing it because I have the reserve. Take the reserve off. What about that? A little bit of waste of time there. Hello? Thank you. It's weird. These guys are quite low, so let's take the hunters off and let's put them on foragers. We needed 6 planks, I believe. Is that right? Okay, now I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to put a limit of 1. Is it 1 or 2? It's 2. Advanced limit of 2. Put some of it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so there's the 2. There's the 2 that we needed. Still need a little bit more planks. There we go. Okay. So leather. With the tannery. Tannery is good to have between the hunting camp and the between the hunting camp and your stuff over here. So let's do something like this. And then tanner down here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Highest priority. And we'll take that family off the saw pit because we don't need the saw pit anymore. And they will work on other stuff. Okay, so we should get the second source of food soon because they are going to be grabbing berries. Months of fuel. Okay. And then this family is going to work the tannery, I think. Once it gets completed. Get everything done as soon as possible. Okay, one family to work the tannery. Actually, let's make it 2. Let's jumpstart our tannery stuff. Let's get our clothing done as quickly as we can. Where's our hides? Am I missing it? 26 hides. Yeah. We'll jumpstart the tannery. Kickstart it, whatever. Okay. April has hit 41%. Okay. Everything but clothing is taken care of now. Once we start seeing clothing being created and taken care of. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. So we can drop a family off of the tannery, and that family... Do I want to start thinking about my mega farm? Yes. Where am I going to build my mega farm? Here's perfect. I think here would be a good place to continue to build up, because it's between that, and the logging camp. Actually, now that I've got the ability to actually see what I'm doing, let's go to limited work area. And let's tell my... maybe what we do is we put them over here. Hey, King or North, how are you? Yeah, let's tell him to... Actually, let's tell him the lumberjack over here first. Let's just clear this area out. Yeah, let's clear this area out first. That should be good, like that. We have nobody working the logging camp. We have nothing under construction, so let's get a family working the logging camp. And let's go back to the woodcutter's lodge. Let's go to advanced. And let's limit the work area here. For the woodcutters. You just got home. Well, congratulations. I hope you had a safe trip home and everything. Something like that would be good. Nobody's on the woodcutter's lodge right now. That's okay, because we are fine. I'm going to save it again, because it's been a while. Okay. We need more timber for more houses, so that's fine. We can let that guy go. Y'all are getting food that way. They're regrowing. I was talking about stone deposit, wasn't I, earlier? So let's do that. Let's get stonecutter camp over here. Because to do the manor, I need planks, wood, and stone. Forger hut is close to full already. Oh, I'm well aware of that game. Thank you, though. Hey, Jimbo. Long time no see. How you been? Alright, this is over 40. We're going to drop that family. And that family is going to construct the stonecutter camp. And then they're going to work the stonecutter camp. Bandits stole my leather. You jerks. Pioneers, indeedy. That's right. We are pioneers here. Good. Alright, so they're clearing away this garbage. Feels good. Stonecutter camp is done. Family, go work it. We said we needed, what, 5? Yeah, we needed 5. So let's go to advanced, and let's put the limit at 5. So basically, when they start doing the planks, by then we should have some timber ready to go. And we should be okay. Yeah, we're at 7 now. Taking a long screen break from games, I guess. Life going on, stuff like that. Oh, okay. We're fine, we're fine. We're just doing, this is the second hard mode game that we've been doing. We need 15 stone, okay. Second hard mode game we've been doing. Trying to optimize a little bit more for speed. Which reminds me, I could actually build a road out to the stone there, and that would save them some time, wouldn't it? Derp. Okay. This game is on sale now? Really, is it? How much? 14, 15. Okay, off you go. 8 timber, so now that family's gonna go on the saw pit. Yeah, thanks. Good to know. Look at our... Whoa! Hold the phone. Okay. Okay. We need housing. We need housing. Look at that. Let's build another house right here and just be done with it. Can I get a backyard? I can get a backyard. Perfect. Yeah, build that. Highest priority. And, off the saw pit you guys go. I didn't even notice my approval rating, guys. Look at that. 29.99. It's May. Perfect. Okay. So now, in theory, hopefully, we're going to see the approval rating go up enough so that at the start of the next month it remains above 50%, 50%, in which case we will get a family in June. Last game, I got a family in July. So that's huge. That is absolutely huge. Yeah, it is $27.99. It's 30% off. They raised the price on it. It used to be... Maybe... No, actually, I don't think they did. I think when it's on sale in the past, I've seen it for like 25 or something, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, so, that's done. Go back to the saw pit for you, then. Go back to the saw pit, and we're gonna create our administration building. Sam? Hey, Sam, you paid 30 for it. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling better about this game, so who's here that needs to be named? Sir Jimbo Baggins, Sam Spock. Yeah, wait longer. Go for it. There should be a patch coming out soon, .tm. King or North? Thank you. Alright, Duckman, I'll put your quack bang if you want instead. Can't afford it, Rob. That's okay. I mean, the game's just gonna get better over time anyway, so... Not that big of a deal, right? Alright, who else is here that needs to be named? Five... and 8. Was that all we needed? Was 5? No, we need 20. Okay. We need 20. Gonna take us a little bit of time. And maybe I can fit the manor here someplace. You named me earlier, but yes, it was lost in the abandoned save. That's why I was asking Coughlin. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, if you were, back up to 55, look at that. If you guys were, named last part, and remember I had to resave it, so, yeah. Just, say something in chat and I'll get you named again, okay? Come on, guys. Where's my last 5 planks? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Planks, planks. There we go. Okay. So, manor time. Oh, look at that. I can just barely fit it in here. That's what she said. Bam! Let's go. Commit. Alright. Maximum effort on the manor. Because that's going to help with our animals growing. Gonna drop there, and we're going to drop here. Alright. And then we're going to get this stuff produced. 2 families. Room for 1 to move in. And then we start really growing. Then we start really growing, guys. What time is it? 9:30. Jeez, time flies. Guess it makes sense to put a road there then. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 49% again. Ah, man, we did everything we could Maybe a couple little slight things here and there slowed us down on timing, but not enough to warrant a restart, in my opinion. So we'll get our first family in July then. Unless we get lucky and somebody moves in right now. I don't think that'll happen though. But we'll see. We got a house ready for it at least. Bandits stole resources. That's fine. Okay. So we have a manor created. So now we're going to go up to policies, and we're going to do this one for hunting grounds. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% yields from crops. Which reminds me, if I was doing barley in the last game, I should have remembered to turn that part off, but I forgot. What was me? Okay, sawpit, logging camp. Sawpit and logging camp. And what are we going to do with sawpit and logging camp? Let me think about this. Actually, let's do double logging for right now. Ooh, fuel's at 5. Tell you what, let's do woodcutter. Nobody's on food right now, which is a scary thought. What are my other people on? Ah, the tannery still. Where's my tanner? Are they doing anything? They're just chilling, aren't you? Yeah, you're just chilling. No, get out of there. Let's get them on food. Get them on food. Let's get them on the hunting camp. Red Dead Redemption is also 75% off. Damn. Everyone's on a diet. Exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah, okay. This is really close here. Maybe I should use a road to mark off our here. Okay. So now I can go to woodcutters. Go to advanced. Limit work area. And tell them to go like to here. Please move in, you stupid family. Thank God. Okay, so now it's July, and you see the difference that building everything real close makes. You gotta shrink the times to go from place to place. So that was huge. Okay, so now we've got a family moving in. I'm gonna hit save because it's time for us to start to really expand. We're going to look at building a mega farm, and I think we're gonna put vegetables on one side, and then we're gonna put apples on one side, orchards on one side, and then we're gonna put the so let's save here, and challenging game, expand using first dev point. There we go. Just so I remember what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? Oh shoot. Oh shoot, what time is... What's the temperature reading? 73 in here. And 66 in the rest of the house. And it's gonna drop... Pretty soon it's gonna drop to 75 degrees. So I need to... open up some stuff. Okay, so for right now, let's put the second family on logs. I'll be right back, you guys. I think if I just open the door, then that will help get some cool air in here. I'm already feeling the cool air rushing in, so that should be fine. So let's talk about construction now. Mega farm time, guys. Mega farm time. So what we're gonna want to do, I'm gonna pause it. I don't need to pause it because, yeah, we're fine on that. Okay, so mega farm time. I'm gonna lose some trees by setting up the mega farm, or I go back over here. Maybe I just go back over here. Maybe I go back over here. Corpse pit. Put the mega farm behind the church. Do that. Do that. So let's think about this. How can we do that? Like that. Into here. Just too short. Maybe I can build a corpse pit still now? Nope. Drop this road. And corpse pit. Hey, there we go. There we go. Oh, right, but then up here... Okay. So I can't do it like that. So maybe we just do the mega farm off the main road. That might be easier to do. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be okay. Okay, something like that. Come on, game. Come on, game. Okay. So this is how you build a mega farm in Manor Lords. You're gonna wanna set up 6 plots like this, corpse pits, and the corpse pits are used for measurement purposes and measurement purposes only. Generally a good idea to pause the game. I don't have anybody constructing right now, so I can let it play out. So what you're going to do is once you've built your 6, you're going to delete 3, and then you're going to go to the house, and you're going to set the house to go like this. So again, from the outside, or next point in, and then around, and you follow it until it stops following. And what you're not looking for is something like that. What you're looking for is the opposite. You want to maximize the area of farmland and minimize the area of housing. That's okay, that's better, but that's not great. That's not great. So let's try. Sometimes you can make it work by changing around a couple other things. There we go, like that. That works. So you're going to build that, and then you're going to go and get there, and then get there. And then you're going to build on the opposite side. Same idea. You're going to build house. And... Whoops. Like that. If it gives you 2 like this, just to decrease it to 1. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's try it like this, then. That's even worse. Yuck. Sometimes you have to wrestle with it to make it work properly. Okay, that's much better. Now, we've got a couple areas of dead space here, so we're going to go back to the original house that we set up. And we're going to, actually, now I'm going to go to my logging camp, and let's get somebody off there so they can start constructing the houses, because we need the houses. And now we're going to go back to here, and we're going to try again to build a nice triangular farm. There we go. Do you think they call this the Bender? That might be about right. You do this on your game, Sam Spock? God, that's terrible. Okay. I don't even see the... I don't even see how much area is backyard on this one. Yeah, we'll try going like this. Yuck. Pretty soon those guys are going to start building the I've never tried on these sides. Can I do it on this side? It's not terrible, but... God. Here I was thinking I was gonna have something that can be recorded for... Oh, look how small that backyard is. I can't believe that I can't get this to work. Alright, we're gonna pause it, and then we're gonna just do it again. And we'll try the other corners. Oh, I need to put corpse bits down again. Alright. Just need to put 3 down. Okay, that's fine. And then these 3. So, oops. Yeah, you do like that. Try to follow around the corner. Get down there, and there you go. So if one corner doesn't work, then you go and you do the other corner, essentially, okay? And what we're trying to do is get the construction completed before the next month starts us off. Where are you going? Hello? Okay, you're taking the long way instead of grabbing the logs right here. Good job, game. Tell you what, sometimes this game just aggravates the heck out of you. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Burgers plot done. Good. How are we doing over here? Got somebody on hunting. We have nobody over here. Doesn't aggravate as much as WoW's. You know. Not always the player who derps. This is true. Let's get the forager hut going. I know that's going to stop construction over here. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that for now. I want to get more food going. I want to make sure we have multiple sources of food, otherwise we start losing happiness. Okay, there we go. Perfect. The new family can build a house for the next family. There you go. Okay, we are going to try with orchardry first. Okay, so let me go back and save now. Challenging game 2, first dev point used for real this time, no joke. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna go up here, we're gonna grab orchardry, and then we're gonna buy an orchard. Bam! Oh, you laugh, but Jimbo, I've saved it so many times now. Wait, that was 50? I thought it was 30. Oh shit, we can't build this mega farm then, can we? Ah, whatever. Maybe I would have been better off going apiary then. Whatever. Let them go and grow the apples, that's fine. Woodcutters is going still. We're at 6 months of food and fuel. How are we doing on leather? 15 leather, 16 hides. Okay, I think we're still doing okay. So our new family is going to start planting some trees at some point. And right now they don't have a task and there's nothing to build yet. So we might as well have them start working the saw pit. Because it might be time to start upgrading our burgage plots. At least one of them. So we need the saw pit going. Okay, good. So we'll do the saw pit. Do I have any advanced timber requirements? 5. It's fine. Oh no, bandits took my berries. Whatever am I gonna do? Oh, and we discovered last game that we could run a road to the middle. And that saves some time for our hunters. I forgot about doing that. Oh wells. Do we still have somebody on Stonecutter? Good, we don't. Okay. But look, there's our orchards growing up. The nice thing about doing orchards to start is you don't take the productivity hit. Because if you go vegetable garden, it takes forever for them to do other tasks. So that's okay. Alright, so these burgage plots here that do not have a backyard are going to be the first to upgrade. So let's upgrade 1 because we can start making war bows. In the meantime, we can also look into building our first mine. Oh, new family moving in. Okay. So new family moving in means we need to upgrade this house. Yeah. And expand the living space. This one... Yeah, okay, we can't do anything with the backyard extension for this one for right now. But we're 90 days away from our first attack. If we can make this a bowyer shop, and then we can make this the bowyer shop, and we can make an archer militia, maybe we can go beat up a bandit camp before our first raid. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome, because we've set this up now. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Hey, Infidel! How's the Manor, my lord? Doing fine, doing fine. Since you're here, let's get you in the game. And by the way, if there's anybody else I haven't named yet, Infidel 1 actual. I didn't name Puddin earlier, so let's do that. And Thudtwit was around. Let's make sure Thudtwit's in the game. Who else is here? Sound off in chat if you are here. So this will be finished, and then that'll be just in time for the bowyer shop to be completed, hopefully. Good, that's done now. So we have room for expansion, because we're going to lose a family as soon as we have them working over here. Down to 8 leather. So we're going to need to find a way to... Oh, we're out of berries already. Okay. I didn't realize that. So, perfect. They can go over to the tannery then. I do want to get this mine as well figured out. Should be good like that. And let's connect here with the road. That should be good, actually. New giveaway, guys. You know the drill. Be active in chat. If you are on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, get over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zaf and make sure you follow the channel and type something in chat. All you got to do, the blue bonuses container, For World of Warships. Or Blue Bonus is code, I mean, for World of Warships. It's good stuff. Ah, come on. Why aren't you done yet? Crap, am I gonna need tools? Jimbo is typing. Right. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. You do need backyard extensions for... Crap, so I should have built here. Alright, loading... Hey, Seabear, good night. Alright, loading the autosave. Hopefully I can stop the upgrade before I started it. Okay, I have not upgraded yet. Whew! Okay, so, I think it makes sense to make this dude here. I'm so dumb. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Who doesn't need blue boosters, right? Yeah. Oh, damn it. Okay, I cannot do... I'm gonna have to go back before... See, this is again why you save before you use development points. I have to go back to before I used my development point. Where is that save? Huh? Okay. I can't afford... Oh my god, this far back? No way. I saved it. You guys saw this. I saved it before... Maybe because the save name was too long, it just wouldn't save it for me, which really blows, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's not the only game which derps, right? Early access game. Okay, well, that's freaking annoying. Alright, well, we'll go back and just continue the game from however long ago. Oh my god, I'm still building the church? Are you kidding me? This far back? Are you freaking kidding me? Game, I really freaking hate you right now. Unfreaking believable, guys. Unfreaking believable. Look at this.
This is heavier than it looks.
I'm gonna need to build an apiary first before I do the before I do archery, because I just don't have any money for orchardry. Damn it. What the hell was I doing over here? Move that, move that. Move that. Move that. This one, this one, this one. I mean, we haven't even hit our first development point yet. Wait no, we did. Okay. We haven't gotten our family in yet. Maybe is a better way of saying it. Okay. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. All because I named it super long. Yeah, I know. I could have sworn that the first few buildings didn't need one, because I usually build oh shit, we're gonna have to go all the way back to... What the hell? What the hell? It didn't even save... Is this it? Could have sworn I saved it right after I placed my first houses. Okay, that's not the right save. I'm gonna have to redo this. I'm gonna have to completely redo this, guys. This blows. This absolutely freaking blows. What the? Okay. This is where I saved it after I placed all of my stuff down. So, we're gonna have to build someplace else then. We can't build these 3 spots. It is why you save often, King or North, but when you literally fuck up your first 3 buildings, or you know, I mean, oh god, and it's almost 10 o'clock. All right, demolish, 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 and remove that, and remove that. Just put that there. And let's do this then. Look, I've got backyards! Now I don't. Now I do. Yeah, big ouch indeed. You know? It's like when you, it's like when you're leveling up a commander in warships and you pick a stupid skill to start with. And it's such an expensive mistake. You know? That's what just happened here. That's absolutely what just happened here. Yep, we all do it. Indeedy. What that means is we're gonna... I mean, I'm getting close to having to stop for the night, which really blows because I was really hoping that I would do this faster because, you know... Yeah, I restarted again because I built the frickin' first buildings without a backyard. You like to build first 3 so they can have double size for second family, easier to add more spots. So, yes, I understand that, Sam. One of the things that I tried doing last game was I set up more... I set it up so that there's more backyards that way. With single plots. You use more fuel, I believe, but that's why I did it that way. Okay, here we go again.
Gave the old docs a handful of month-old brat. He spat it in my face and tried to carve me a new nipple.
Yeah, nothing's more frustrating than having to restart the game, and I'm sorry for that, guys, but I don't know what else to do if I made such a critical error at the beginning. Look, it even restarted the save game number. Now it says save game number 0. Although... Wait a minute. It's not loading anymore. Have I hit the limit of game saves? Look at this. Test. It didn't save it. It didn't save it. I have to go and delete old game saves because I probably have too many game saves. Okay. Where's the game save directory? That's the reason why I didn't save. That's the reason why I didn't save. Okay. So it is there. Oh, God. My username. Save games. Okay, here's all the save games. Sort by type. Sort by... I sort by date. And then, anything.save file. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete... Wow. Okay. So even more confusing, guys. This is almost as bad as Warships having a limit on replays. So I have no idea of knowing which replay is which, like, or which file is which, other than to let's view by details. Okay. Not enough chatters? I only need 10 people. Let me delete the game saves from April to the beginning of time. Please tell me you can delete. Okay, now it says I have 59 items. So if I go here and I go to save, it still didn't save. It still didn't save. But it doesn't show all of the games anymore. It just didn't save. Maybe I have to delete the, I mean, I might have to restart the game for it to query the directory. Really suck? But it does save PNG files as well, I saw, for, so maybe if I delete some of these... No, I'm in the save game directory. I'm in the save game directory. Can of Soup? No idea. No idea. Let's delete these files. Okay, so I deleted everything in April, so let's delete those. Hello? I hit delete button. Are you not gonna delete these files now, game? No longer located. Okay, so it deleted it, but it hasn't updated the file folder. Okay, there we go. So let's save game now. Now this time it said save game number 1 instead of 0. Okay, now it's saved. Okay, who would have thought you would need to delete your save game directory in 2025? Ladies and gentlemen, early access game for the lose tonight. Alright, well, whatever. So I've got the hunting camp done. I've got 2 families on the hunting camp, and this time I can at least remember to put a road into the center to help the hunters out when they go and hunt. And I got 2 families on that, then they're gonna go to the logging camp. Right. Okay. Sorry, guys. On the bright side, this does give me the ability to maybe even more so micromanage everything. You know? So there's that. Oh, whoops. I talk about micromanaging stuff, and then I speed the game up and totally screw it up, and then I have to reload. This is what happens when you're playing the hardest difficulty mode, and you're trying to optimize everything. You know what I mean? Everything. Where the hell is my town center? Here we go. Road up to here. 2 people on there. Good. Jeez. Sometimes it just ain't working for you, guys. Sometimes just don't work for you. Okay, so 2 families to go there, 1 family to construct. Actually, 1 family to work, 2 families to construct. Yeah, because we've got logs delivered. I know I'm running out of food, don't worry. Be happy. Okay. Let's put the second family over on logging now. Okay, all of the logs have been collected. So, we need to build the next houses. 36 out of 40. Put them on logging. Essentially, we want to be able to start building the next house as soon as this one's done. Just don't know if we're going to get there or not. I think we will.
Check that doorway's width so that I can't.
Catastrophic failure tonight, guys. Oh well. Oh, well, that was wrong. He missed out on a little bit of time here. And I don't want anybody idling since we've, you know, started so many times, we might as well just do it again. Why is it saying save game? No, I want to load game. Did I just save over my test file? Did I just seriously save over my test file? I fucking did. I saved over the save. I saved over the save. This is not my night, guys. This is not my night. Not my night at all. Oh well. At least you guys were here and hanging out. Yeah, it's a rough night, King Fire Knight. It's a very rough night. It's a very rough night. We had to restart once. I thought, that's okay. We can do it. No problem. You know, blah, blah, blah. And then we just had a catastrophic, like, irrecoverable issue. Because I built my first 3 houses without a backyard extension. And I've built houses without backyard extensions in the past, just not like this. Usually, you know, I build them at the you know, just to fill in space if I need it or something. But unfortunately, I just completely derped and forgot that my artisan shops need backyard extensions too. For whatever reason, I thought they could just do it, you know, in the house. So that's on me. I screwed up. And we've all wasted time together. But that's okay, because we're still here hanging out, right? Right. Okay, so high, medium, low. And then let's just put this road in here, because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay. Save game. Also, I don't know if you were here for Fire Night, but we discovered the hard way that there's actually a limit in number of saves possible. And I found it out in the worst possible way, because I wasn't able to go back to some of my saves. Yeah, exactly, Kinger. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just, you know, I have to go visit my dad again. He's not having surgery. It's not a bad thing this time. It's actually, we plan to go visit him. But I'm really worried that I'm not going to finish the game now in time. And there's going to be a 1 week, you know, in between again, which really frustrates me because I want to make sure that, you know, I get the game done for you guys, you know? So, whatever, it is what it is. 2 families to work that right off the bat. Get some food going, and then, actually, let's just do the 1 family. Screw it, let's just do the 1 family. Yeah, you'll be here either way. Thank you very much, Fire Knight. I appreciate you guys. I really do. If this wasn't the challenging difficulty, I'd say screw it and just live with with the mistake I've done. But because it's challenging difficulty, you just can't afford to make the kind of mistakes that I made. I've made 2 major mistakes tonight. One was I bought an orchardry and used up all my money, so that means I can't build a boyer shop. And then 2, I can't build a boyer shop because I didn't build a backyard extension. So, whatever. We just start over, and we'll get through it. Alright, so 2 families to start on logging will be better. 2 families can work on construction because we have 2 logs delivered here already. So that should be fine. Overcome, adapt, and improvise. Exactly right, Jimbo. Exactly right. Hooah! Yeah, I just know a lot of you guys, you know, when you watch a streamer, a lot of times you expect the streamer to know exactly what they're doing. And, unfortunately, I am not a super unicum in this game yet. Give me time. Alright, that one's done. 2 logs transported. 2 logs transported. We're at 0 timber still, even though all these guys are knocking down logs? Wow. I really want to be building another plotting out the next Burgage plots. That's right, exactly. Exactly. You're always learning stuff. You're always learning stuff. You've been in on plenty of streamers. Most don't know what they're doing. I'm Ace's company. Well, thank you, Fire Knight. That's really nice of you. Might as well leave the 2 families working on the logging camp for now. Shouldn't be too much longer before these get debranched and turned into logs. And once that happens, we'll be okay. As for your villager names, I'll when we go to save, about 5 more minutes, guys, and I'm gonna have to call the stream. But before I stop and save, I'll make sure to put your guys' names in because that's a fun way of saying thank you for being here throughout, right? Okay. I can plot out one of my next houses. One of my next houses. So, I put some here and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna build out to the end. Of course, that's not gonna work so easily because it's only one house. That's a pretty wide one house. Oh, Thudtwit, I'm sorry, but I don't remember what was what, and I've restarted so many times, it's just hard to keep it all straight, man. Maybe if I can do like that, I can force it to, yeah. That. Does that have a backyard? Does not have a backyard extension. Yeah, I appreciate the understanding. I know it's frustrating when you run out of... You use up channel points and stuff like that. Just remind me next week or maybe tonight and we can put them on. Are you literally that close to a backyard extension? Okay, I'll just extend this a little bit longer. You won't even build there? No? Are you serious? Come on, game. Oh. There we go. Oh, yeah, now you'll build a backyard extension to that point. Wow. Thanks, game. Definitely did not have lose a lot of your saves in my bingo card for the day, you know what I mean? Definitely did not have that. Okay. I guess you want to do that anyway, so fine, whatever. So now we've got at least another place for logging to go, but since we're now down to that, let's have the 3rd family working. Yeah. Or do I want to keep that family going? I forgot I was building this one still, too. They'll build it pretty quick. Why are you building here instead of here? Oh, damn it. Because I had this at low, though. Whatever. In theory, these guys will get some more logs in time. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that road and that road anyways. Yeah, okay. So, not the end of the world. 2 timber. That's gonna be our final burgage plot. I really hate when I can't build the way that I want to. I really hate when I can't do that. Whatever. Oh, right, I'm building from here to here, down to here, and here, right? That's not even enough? Really? Not big enough, okay. Alright. I just hate when the game decides that it wants to make a burgage plot of a certain opposite size. Okay, so this is the backyard extension. This is the front of the house. Okay. So just build that damn thing. Be done with it. This is going to go down to low. This is going to go up to highest priority. Okay. Alright. Here's our 5th house.
Gave the old ox a hand for the month-old grade. He spat it in my face and tried to carve me a new nipple.
I'm like trying to think about what to do next. Next up is going to be a well, I guess. And sure, let's build a well over. No, let's not do that because we can use that for something else later. Let's put the well right here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That works. That's highest. This is going to go to very high. Was I doing a well next? I don't remember my order anymore. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Okay, so very high, highest, high. And then we're going to build a woodcutter's lodge. I think I'm going to build it a little bit farther away from all of the wild animals here just to be safe. I can build it right here, for example. Okay, that's fine. What's this one on? This one's on high, so medium is fine. So that takes care of woodcutters, and then the next things I need to do would be my market and stuff. So that would be our granary and our storehouse. So the granary goes closest to the food sources. And then the storehouse goes next here. Not enough goods. Okay, fine. High, medium, low. Okay. Okay. So we've got food, we've got timber, we've got that being constructed. Storehouse is next. Put a road between the granary and then a storehouse. Like so. Okay, that's low, so this is going to be very low priority. All right, guys. Let me, what were the names again? We have Sheridan, Delenn, and Londo. Okay. People. Thudtwit. Who else is here? Fire Knight? 013, isn't it? Isn't that what it is? And then Sir Jimbo Baggins. Kinger North? I'm bad with names, so, you know, if I remembered your name like that, Fire Knight, hopefully that says something about how great it is to have you in chat. Dodolito. Sam Spook. Or is it Spock? I think it's Spock. Then we've got Coughlin. Infidel 1 Actual. J Red Bear. Okay. Let's finish this house off, because there might be some more people I need to name, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, Fire Knight, Star-Lord. Okay, yeah, I'll do Star-Lord. Okay. No, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. I appreciate you guys for sticking around while I'm screwing up in front of you all night long. That's for sure. It's good. I'm not picky. Well, then there you go. Let's fast forward, finish the building. Okay. Highest priority, followed by very high priority, followed by high priority, followed by medium priority. Okay. So, people. We've got Star-Lord. Okay, we're going to go a little bit longer so that we can get another family in. And then I've got the Who Jam and, I think he wants Quack Bang is what he goes for. The Who Jam. And... come on. Family members, thank you. Alright. I Quack Bang. Something like that. Okay. Challenging game. Ugh. Save it like that. And let's make sure it actually saved. Okay, it's saved. Unbelievable tonight, guys, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so here's the deal. That's gonna have to do it for us tonight for Manor Lords. I'm really sorry that we had to go back to the beginning again, but it is what it is. I didn't do any practice for the game between last week and this week, and so, you know, I was a little rusty at the beginning, made a couple mistakes, we couldn't get things going. Tried it again, this time with a more focused, centralized grouping, and that worked, except it all fell apart because I built the first 3 buildings wrong. Ugh! And then on top of that, we discovered that there is a save game limit, and the game doesn't tell you if save games don't save. So that was great. So here we are. Finishing up the night. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. Jimbo, everybody else, thank you very much for sticking around and being here. I could use some raid targets if you guys have any that you would like me to raid. Please feel free to share. As always, I'm going to put the rerun stream up there as a possibility. I guess one positive of tonight is... I'm glad I made it tonight. I'm glad you made it tonight too, Thought. No problem. Thank you, NBA. And I think one really cool thing is we didn't have any graphics card crashes. So my undervolt is stable. And that is well worth it. Weatherlight is not here, he says over on Rumble. I'm so sorry, Weatherlight, if I missed you earlier. Max GPU power, 252 watts. Max CPU package, 126. Not bad at it at all. Your stream streak is now 1. Well, that sucks. I don't know what else to say. So guys, you're going to see some links in chat. You can support me out by clicking those links and stuff. Get over on Rerun, because there is there's a giveaway on Rerun right now, isn't there? Isn't there, right? So if there's any raid targets, just let me know. I've got Nagzmazin. I don't know who that is. I don't care. If you like them and you want me to raid, that's fine. I'm gonna put the Rerun channel in. I always do that just to save a little bit of time. And any other ones out there? You could use somebody's playing WoW's on now. Perfect. Cool. I'll let you guys vote. You got until my bot does the charity thing. Aw, Dodolito, thank you. Yes, I got that in there already. I always put Rerun in there because... one, it saves a little bit of space. Mooch Tiger and Real Eye Duckman, thank you guys for subbing today as well, by the way. Anybody else? And if you have a chance to follow my YouTube, go ahead and do so. I experimented with doing our last game, our last full game, and trying to cut that up and export it to YouTube. I might still do it. I don't know. Because, like, there's different modes for the AI bot. If you do just standard, it does just kind of, you know, it looks for, like, silly engagement moments, which is okay, but I feel like a lot of people want to learn the game. So there's an educational option, and I tried the educational option on the 4th night and just a regular option in the first 3, and it found like twice as much, you know, game time, uptime, so to speak. So maybe I forget about that one and just practice on that one, and then I was going to start tonight with tonight's cast, but I think maybe what I'll do is I'll start with next week's, because nobody wants to see me restarting so many damn times, right? Maybe we'll do that next week, and then we'll go from there. I don't know, whatever. All right, you guys have 3 options to vote for. The poll is now active. If you do not see a poll option, refresh the stream. You got 3 minutes to enter. Everybody gets at least 1 vote. And you can use channel points for additional votes if you want. NBA says Paint You Fast is also a WoW's streamer. Cool. Sounds good. In the meantime, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. It's always a lot of fun, and I am still trying to grow my YouTube channel. So again, if you aren't already subscribed to the YouTube, which is the same thing as following on Twitch, consider doing that, clicking that subscribe button. If you're on Twitch and you enjoyed what you saw tonight, even though I was failing and tripping like crazy, you can always toss the follow button. It does help quite a bit. Makes me feel good, makes you feel good, all that good stuff. And the other thing with my YouTube channel is I'm trying to grow it too, so if the other way to grow it is if you guys are willing to pull up a video or 2 or 5 or something and just, you know, thumbs up it, comment, you know, that sort of thing. Just play it, let it play out or something like that. Kind of like what people do on the Rerun channel. It would certainly help. Okay. Votes are still coming in. Votes are still coming in, so don't forget to vote. We are down to the last minute, I'd say, of the vote. Please make sure you get that in. Looks like Words on Stream is broken again. They are having some serious problems with Words. I don't understand why they're having problems with Words, but they seem to be. Okay. YouTube Rumble Kick, good night. I'll see you hopefully next week or Friday for World of Warships. Oh, that's right. This week we have the tournament too. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. World of Warships craziness, guys. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oi. Okay. YouTube Rumble Kick. Good night.